Hello everyone, this is Enderturon and I am back with Random Cast episode 46. 46. I'm pretty sure it's 46. I forgot to double check before I started recording, and it's been a few days since I recorded the last one, so I honestly can't remember. Anyway, here we are on Highway to Seoul. On the blue team we have SYOUJYU-BUNTAI'90 because they're like the only person uploading uploading replays to the replay site. So, you know, I take what I get. So if that means it becomes the SYOUJYU-BUNTAI'90 show, then so be it. And on the red team, I threw this name into Google Translate. It's according to Google Translate, it was Chinese simplified for porridge incompetent. So I don't know. I'll just call him porridge, I guess. Anyway, SYOUJYU-BUNTAI'90 was. I checked. I even checked the decks, and I forgot. Well, not the decks themselves, but like because the replay site tells you, you know, what the nation or coalition is. SYOUJYU-BUNTAI'90 is Dutch-German coalition, DGC. I don't remember what porridge was. I think they are Entente, something that has Yugo units, because it's that's the Yugoslavian command jeep. Anyway, let's just fast forward through. Should have started fast forwarding through the deployment a couple minutes ago, but whatever. Yeah, it definitely looks like it's Entente. Alright. Start with blue because blue is best. Oh, zoomed up too far. Okay. Iltis and Schwerpanzerlux and Fob saying, well, obviously the Fob's going to be staying at hotel. They're kind of immobile. Just a little. And then, something in my eye. Sorry. There we go. Alright. Honestly, it's Highway to Seoul. It's actually impossible. It's near impossible to tell what exactly a player is going to be doing just by looking. I should have stopped it sooner so I could see how they were actually laid out, and you can usually glean something. Anyway, the HQ Tiger, probably going to go and check what's happening in Delta Echo, then shift somewhere else. Got Alrighty, so that's in the white B408, that's going to be the KTC, or KCT? KCT. I can never remember the order of the letters in the Dutch Elite Recon. And that's going to be the, what are they called? The Huzarn, the 5-man recon team. MXPRI with the Nitras, Leopard 285, Leopard for Kenning, Iltis going forward side spawn. Pretty sure that's down-vetted Stoot Trooping. And that's, yeah, Foxtrot. So I'm guessing the armors, or at least the Leopard 285, instead the infantry are going to be going Delta. Probably going to be some light forces in Gulf. There was what they have for A. Gepard and Hios. I'm guessing both of those are going to be sticking near the 285, but I don't know for certain. Red team. CV escorted by a pair of Prachas. Pracha, I think. Pretty sure the accent over the C makes it into a kind of a ch sound. So I'm pretty sure it's like Pracha, Prachka. I don't know. My actually can't remember the exact. I can't remember what the official language of Yugoslavia was. It was like Serbo-Croatian or something. I can't remember. Anyway, Hera 2 for recon. Another Hera 2. These are probably gonna be taking the flanks. 2 stack of Mi-17s. Let's check, obviously. It's infantry. I think that might be up-vetted. I'm blanking on their name. Lechia Pakota, the Czech light infantry with the recoil rifle, the turn each, or whatever. And that is going to be down-vetted Speciali or up-vetted Pruskamichi. Same thing with that. M84ANs and PBs, that's going to be the Yugo line infantry, whose name I'm blanking on at the moment, and Sava, and a Fob. Honestly, I'm guessing both players are going hard for Delta. That's just how it usually goes, but I don't know. I'm wasting time at this point. But yeah, a lot of infantry from Porridge here, and then yeah, a bit heavier deployment or heavier units deployed on, or more expensive units from SYOUJYU-BUNTAI' 90. It needs to be careful of that tiger. Those Prachas. Oh, come on. They only carry 2 missiles, but they are pretty powerful missiles. And they have good range. They're reliable missiles. It's just, yeah, it only carries 2. You win Simulism. Of course, that does mean it's cheap. It's like, what, 40 points? Yeah. Alright, L-17K. That's going to be trouble for that tiger. Alright. Does SYOUJYU-BUNTAI' 90 see it? He does. Alright. So as soon as, when you have an expensive helicopter like the PH-2 Tiger, and you see an L-17K, and it seems to be heading towards you, okay, it's actually turning away. What you want to do as soon as you see it, you want to hit K. That is the land hotkey. You want to land that tiger. Of course, the tiger does benefit from having stealth, so I don't know if it's spotted. It is. Yeah, L-17K's turning in on it. That tiger needs to land. Nope, Rip Tiger. Oh, yep, there we go. Petrovic claims another victim. So yeah, that's a big loss for SYOUJYU-BUNTAI' 90 right off the bat. Didn't even stop these guys from landing yet. Reika Pakota. Or that's supposed to be pronounced. Reika? Pakota? Pachoda? Laka Pachoda? Just go full English. Oh, Hera is shooting at the Eos. That's funny. Yeah, Gabbard takes it out. Yeah, Specialty 90. I like them. They're a good, solid recon. RPG 26. No, you know, not the highest AP, but decent accuracy. It's disposable. So that's the 20 rounds a minute. And 20 AP, you know, that's enough to, you know, it will one-shot up to one-shot 6 armor. Oop. And shoot, yeah, this is on the move. Anyway, those YPR's gonna have a bad time. Oh, Verkenning gets, no, misses. 72% accuracy, why should I hit? Oh, but Dan. Yeah, and has much more armor and much punchier gun, so it's gonna win in exchange. Oh, the Verkenning does get a second hit, but goes down. Yeah, that 2A5 was out of position. Being smoked, though. Oh, L-17K's back out. Oh, is that a Super Galeb? Oh, no, it's a Thermomig. Interesting to see what that goes for. Oh, wait. Okay, so SYOUJYU-BUNTAI' 90 is just completely abandoned golf. We're not even bothered with golf. Okay, 2A5 cleans up the AN. Oh, that. Yeah, that's Kai's worried. It's not going to hit anything. Okay, so yeah, the YPR got a little toasty. Anyway, those Speciali are going to clean up the Stuttruppen. No fire support for them. No, Pizarro are just chilling there. They need to move up. Alright, now they're moving up. No, I do like the 5-man recon teams. You just don't always necessarily fit them into a deck. And I like the Hussar more than the German one, like BGS. That's what they are. Just because BGS are militia, so they're slower, and I think they might also have more stealth. Like they only get good stealth instead of, or they have instead of very good. I can't remember though. I could be mistaken on that. I know they're slower for sure. Hammerschmidt. That's such a great name for a tank commander. It just fits. We don't know if hammer means hammer in German, but doesn't matter. Just works. Yeah. I guess if it is, it'd be like Hammersmith, the guy who smiths hammers. Oh, H-64 Oh, those guys are still in their transports. Oh, now they're unloading. Okay, where are they called? Meo Savannah Pesh. Pesh? Because I'm pretty sure the S with that, never remember the name of that accent. is SH, if I recall correctly. Once again, could be mistaken. I'm not a professional when it comes to languages. I only speak English, and I have a pretty limited knowledge of French. Yeah. Honestly, the golf situation's not too bad for our blue player here. Just needs to, you know, put a few units into it. Otherwise, yeah, 3 Mayor Savannah aren't too big of a deal, too big of a problem. And especially once they're separated from those PBs, though. Oh, what do I have here? Super Gale. There we go. I think the Leopard 2 is probably spotted by the Specialny as is relocating. Yeah, there's the Heos there, which is, you know, not great, but can't disregard it entirely. And here you see one of the shortcomings of the Super Galeb is only 60 seconds TOT. I'm just happy they nerfed the speed on it. That thing unit actually used to be ridiculous. It used to have a 900 km/h airspeed instead of 750. Anyway, Natra is gonna get chewed up. Oh, I forgot about the escort. Oh, PRI eating some 122mm rockets. Rolling 2's moving up. That's it. For its price, it's decent. It's just, well, playing range, bit on the lower end, but it's good enough for mid-range. Anti-helicopter range is good, though. It's not like the Roma 3, which has the 2.8 km anti-helo range. And then there's the French Roland 1. Pretty sure, yeah, the France who gets the Roland 1, which is, I forgot correctly, it's non-radar with 2.8 helicopter range, but terrible plane range, if my memory serves me correctly. It's kind of like the Blue 4 Besosa, you know, cheap, non-radar anti-helo, but once again, I could be misremembering. Anyway, YPR is going to do a number on those guys. Like I said, looks like, yeah, the PBs got cleaned up by something. Does the escort help with? No. It might have just been the looks at close range, because they only have 1 armor. Oh, we got some units coming up. Yeah, that flank is open, getting some security, and 10 points. Tripwire, you know, 5-point box, 5-point infantry. Oh. Gepard and or Roland's going to eat something. Roland's need to stop. Got 1 hit. Oh, they're going to get second? Nope. And yeah, oh, also you see right there why you don't want to stack units, or one of the reasons why you shouldn't stack units, is they share morale damage. Like if that Roland 2 wasn't shaken from the other one getting blown up, it might have been able to get a second hit on that Super Galeb. Not guaranteed, obviously. Like honestly, like when you call units out, yeah, call them out in stacks so they spawn faster. Otherwise, you know, you call, you know, 4 individual stacks of infantry, you know, wait 10 seconds, one spawns, wait another 10 seconds, the second one spawns, and so on and so forth. Otherwise, you know, call out the 4 stack, all 4 spawn at once after 10 seconds, and then you can split them up after they spawn. Bruce Kamicha got dropped off, presumed by the Tatra. Schwer Panzer is a little far back. Needs to be over here so I can spot things. Oh. Milan 2. It's going to hit. 64% accuracy. And miss. Oh, it's like the Pruskamichi. We're taking hits from the mortar. Mi-17. Pretty sure that, yeah, did damage to the Leopard 2A5, caused some morale hits. Oh, Thermomig, probably going to go for the Huzarn. Heos is definitely going to be in range. Depending on which direction it turns, it might go over. I have to go. Oof. Yeah, the, 130-point bomber for a 15-point recon team. Not a great trade, in my opinion. Oh, yeah. So what SYOUJYU-BUNTAI'90 needs to do in golf is, like, move units up, like, move that looks up. You know, get eyes, get control over golf. obviously, they don't know that golf is empty, but, you know, once again, you know, this Speciality getting cleaned up, anyway. But yeah, oh, Super Caleb, no, MI-17. I just saw something moving over, I'm like, oh, what's that? Oh yeah, like once, you know, mistake I always make when I play the game is, you can't assume your opponent occupies a position. You have to move up and confirm that it's occupied. Oh, Cora Marinier. Cora Marinier. I don't know how the Dutch pronounce Marine. Not Marinier, probably. Oh, hey, I didn't even notice the 91A. That's the Yugoslavian super heavy. It's not bad. AP power is a little lacking compared to other super heavies. You know, 23 is pretty standard, or it's kind of the standard. But 22 is still very punchy, and it's fast. Has a decent autoloader, 10 rounds a minute. Good accuracy and stabilizer. Also 4 HE power. Just brilliant. Oh, MI-17 got shot up by something. M84A pushing up, that's another solid tank. I think it's maybe underpriced at 95 points. Like, it's basically a slightly better Leopard 2A1. Of course, you could also argue that the Leopard 2A1's overpriced and should be 95. You know. Milan's being spotted by this Kuskamichi. And yeah. How far does that missile make it? Not far. Anyway, that 2A5 needs to be careful because, yeah, 91A, oh, 2 M91As on its flank, and a Drug, which, you know, only 20 AP, but if it hits 9 side armor, it's going to take a chunk out of it, especially since this guy's already on 7 HP. Oh, moving up the Iltis, that is, yeah, run that away, put it on golf. Yeah, 2A5 needs to pull back. Smoke it and pull back. Yep, pulling it back in the right direction. Because if you kept pulling back straight that way, that M... Oh no. Okay, yep. It's going to be very obvious where that command is once those Picota clear out that forest. Nope, Super Caleb's out. 2A5 is not spotted. Running low on fuel though. Honestly, that man caddy still has a decent, or not really, it still has a little bit of supply. Probably should have pulled it up and let the Leopard 2A5 drain it for fuel. Don't think that would be, that might be enough to recover like 1 HP. Yeah, Iltis is spotted. Is it going to eat a reclose rifle? It's aiming, 31% out. No. Oh, hey, there you go. Escort. No AA. Well, there's the Pratchett's there, but they're a bit far back. But they do have good range against Helos, so won't take and they're wheeled. Decently mobile. Not like amazingly mobile off-road, but it won't take them long to get in range within against an escort or against a helicopter. M84 is just cleaning up some transports. Oh, there you go. One Marinator in the forest. Taking control of that forest is always good, but that's a very expensive way of doing it. That's 70 points worth of infantry. They're currently getting chewed up by a Vior. Vihor? I don't know how it's pronounced. Nitra probably won't have a great time against the Leica Picota. Those PRIs move up, though. They'll be able to finish or clean them up. Just, yeah. There we go. And Stu Troopin. Oh, hey, there you go. 2A4 NL. Not a bad unit. It's got a punchy gun for the price. Alrighty. Oh, MI-17's gonna give the Stu Troopin the good news. Rip. Yeah, not looking so great for SYOUJYU-BUNTAI' 90, kind of losing control of Delta. Golf is not really proper under their control, but Porridge isn't really contesting it. I didn't point out, but yeah, Porridge did put a CV into Echo, so 18 to 0, not a huge difference. Yep, CV coming out, presumably for Charlie. Oh, Sava is about to wreck an escort, and it's gone. Sava's also a really nice unit. 2.8 anti-helo, fire and forget, 6 HE. 1 shot's a lot of helicopters, 2 shots every other one. And if planes fly over top, it's it can put the hurt on them. Stabilizer, it's 50% too, so necessarily you don't want to fire it on the move, even though you can. The big advantage though is if you're like attack moving, it will start aiming before it stops, which is an advantage. If it's stabilizer, it has to come to us, like, you know, Gepard here. It has to come to a complete stop before we'll start aiming. Ooh, 2-stack at SYOUJYU-BUNTAI'90. That's going to be dangerous. Tsukimichi walking across the open field. Getting a little shot up. Oh, there you go. SYOUJYU-BUNTAI'. That doesn't matter if it's a front or a side shot. 26 AP, 1 shot's the Leopard for Kenning from, I think, any angle. Yeah, any angle. Oh, 2A5 is moving up, has been resupplied. Distracted shooting at the SYOUJYU-BUNTAI'. And also, there's 2 VORs waiting for it, though I doubt SYOUJYU-BUNTAI'90 knows. This Kamichi get cleaned up. Porridge is taking at +1 with the Charlie cap, so it's not going to take very long to make up the difference between 18 and 4. A couple of Mark 2s. That Leopard 2A5 is going to have a bad time. Yep. But you saw the damage difference there is, so those did, looks like 3.5 damage each. Put it down to 3. Single shot did 4 damage to the Brez, to the VRs, looking at the unit name, the unit commander name. Oh yeah. Oh, looks like the SYOUJYU-BUNTAI' got chewed out. Oh, they're gonna wipe out that Gepard in this thing. Oh, one's panicked. No, they're reversing. Don't want to risk it. Gepards aren't, you know, not the most expensive AA unit, but not the cheapest either. Oh, yep, they're stopped, they're aiming, and dead. Hera's going to be flying over top the Natra. They don't have a machine gun, so the amount of damage they do won't be that big. Infantry MGs absolutely chew up helicopters that fly over top. Small arms don't do much. A second 2A5. That one's being fixed up. There, yep, Super Gale coming out. Okay, there you go. MG's engaging. Eltis did not get spotted by the looks of it. But that's Super Gale. Oh, looks like it's been out for a little bit. Was that 2A5 spotted down the road? No. Oh, looks like it got a transport. And it went down. Ooh, that's not a good... That's a bit of a loss for Porridge. There's potential there. What would have been smarter would have been to fly it around this way, but I don't think it would have had fuel. Nope, 2A5's trading fire with the VR. Got it. Hit on. Oh, taking another hit. Oh, took another hit though. Yeah, it's not going to be enough to kill it. Especially at range, the AP advantage can definitely work out. Ooh, Mark 2s. Oh, I didn't even see this. Mayor Savannah and the OTs just cleaned up the Cormier. Marin. Don't mind me, I don't speak Dutch, even though I'm part Dutch. Gepard's moving up. Yep. 2A5s, but now 2A5. Oh, yeah, and also CV. Putting the Delta, taking a +2 for Porridge, 57 to 18. decent bit of AA covering the 2A5s, but not a huge amount. But yeah, losing that force does dramatically limit the operation potential of the 2A5s because, first of all, just spotting on them, but also potential for flanking. You just can't operate in that area at all. So Stu Trooping, yeah. PBs are fun, you know, 2 machine guns plus the recoilless rifle. It just puts a lot of hurt at it. Mi-17's blowing up some Natra. Or Natra. Natrice. Natre. Natre. There we go. That's definitely how it's pronounced. Oh, there you go. Gepard's moved up. Fire control malfunction. The other one's still up though. There we go. Gepard had to reposition. And it's gone. But the Mi-17's did a bit of work, so it's not a huge loss for Porridge. And yeah, these Miosavon are just... basically what's happening is SYOUJYU-BUNTAI'90 is just kind of engaging them piecemeal, so they're just kind of taking things apart, one unit at a time. Nope, 2A5s. Oh, one of them took a hit. Might have been a side shot. Ooh, weapons jam. Nice crit, dude. Oh, what did that? That just went down. Oh, one of the 2A5s went down. I didn't even notice. Yeah, it's only on 2 HP. That's a bit of a loss for our blue player here. Oh, but now the Corps Marinaire there. Oh, yep, Jeep is relocating. Actually, I think it might be a UAZ-based vehicle. I don't even know what that is. Hey, Corps Marinaire are going to move up. They probably won't get the side shot on the VR, but oh, Panzer Grenadier 90 put a hit into the VR. Front shot, though, so not a huge amount of damage, but not a position you want your Super Heavy to be in. Now that VR needs to relocate, otherwise it's going to start eating AT4s to the side or rear. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Are they stopping? They're stopping. Oh, but it did reposition. And the Panzer Grenadier went down. Oh, 2A5 got a nice side shot. 92% accuracy is it going to hit? It does. Oh, the weapon's jammed. Oh no. Come on, 2A5, you're going to get a... And gets the kill. Ooh, and captures supply truck. Ooh, that is a big loss for our red player, but still up 130 points. And yeah, and still red player still taking +1. I mean, that was definitely well played from SYOUJYU-BUNTAI'90, knocking out both VORs in pretty quick succession. Obviously, losing the 2A5 beforehand is not a bit of a loss there, but losing 1 super heavy in exchange for 2, not a horrible trade. Also, still the Leopard 2A4 kicking around. De Pooter. It's a funny name. Laugh. Oh, Powder Branch engaged in the open. Yeah, still get the hit. Yeah, one of them looks... Oh, I actually think one of them went down. Because I remember there's 2 there before. Also, why is the Iltis so far up? Very interesting placement. Yeah, just complete failure from our blue player here to do anything in Echo. Obviously, M84AN would be a problem, but that wasn't there until I think relatively recently. Ooh, M84AN cleans out them along. Yeah, not looking great for SYOUJYU-BUNTAI'90. Taking advantage of that capture supply truck, very good. Oh, alrighty, so we do have our red player here is running double super heavies with the Moderna, which is, yeah, it works. And the Moderna is a solid super heavy. Fire control is pretty terrible, but the rest of it's fine. Also, well, armor is slightly lacking, but 21 frontal armor is still a significant issue for any, unit facing it. PRIs went in first. That's not how you want to do it. You want infantry to engage to draw the fire from the machine gun, otherwise, and then that way. Oh, and the AMX exploding panics the Panzer Grenadier 90, but they'll still be able to clean up those Savannah pretty easily. Yep, 2A4 is moving up, or 2A4 NL to be specific. Stu Troopin went down. Oh, yeah, looks not enough to stop the Powder Branchy. And yeah, since the Iltis is on the move, +2 for the red player, so it's 188 to 18. Two stack of Snezkas. Oh, another roll 2. Did the other ones go down? Oh, hey, I didn't even notice the Command Leopard 2. It's expensive, but it is tough, so your mileage may vary. Martyr 2s are moving up, and yeah, they're going to get one shot by the AN at this range. Oh, now the Panzer Grenadier are drawing fire. Oh, no. Still shooting at the... Anyway. Yep. NL's being spotted. Oof, big hit. Oh, did get a hit, though. Oh, yeah, at this range, it's still 95% accuracy, and goes down. And then, yeah, the Snezka is probably going to get cleaned up by the 2A4. But not before they clean up the Panzergrunts. Oh, and they get the Milan. Speciali. Honestly, the Speciali try to move down to the Iltis to engage it. I think they will be spotted in... Or, I actually don't know. If they go to the edge of the forest, they might be able to spot the Iltis, because it doesn't have any stealth. Oh, KCT doing something. Yeah, 2 Modernas. Our red player likes his super heavies. Hey, if you got them, use them. I'll see. Was it DGC is another coalition where you can run double super heavies if you wanted. Because you have the 2A5 and the 2A5 NL. Oh, Super Gale's coming for that Leopard 2A5. Smoke coverage is not good. And double hit. And yeah, I think that means SYOUJYU-BUNTAI' 90 is out of supers. Oh. Gale goes down, but not a huge loss. Ooh, nice side shot from the KCT. Don't think it's gonna mean much, but nice side shot. That's game. Looks like our blue player has surrendered. So Porridge is victorious. Came out on top with 236 conquest points to 18. They had 2,175 kills. SYOUJYU-BUNTAI' 90 had 1,745. And yeah, how do I want to characterize this? Well, so just kind of in the opener, blue player went, very heavy down mid, did not put anything into golf immediately. So that was a bit of a problem. They had to spend time and resources to clean it out. But also, at the same time, did not actually take golf, just had very few units, very little security on it. So those Powder Branchy, could walk across it almost completely unopposed. Which is, not ideal. Besides from that, could have been, a bit better super heavy micro, but it wasn't the worst super heavy micro I've ever seen. But also, yeah, completely failing to put any units into Echo. That was not great. Like, that one looks there was just in a forest, not even on the, not even able to look into Echo. It's just, yeah, no planes, which, not necessarily a bad thing, but sometimes, there's utility to planes, so they could definitely be handy, especially for whacking spotted super heavies or at least taking a chunk off of them. But obviously that's not without risk. What else? Oh yeah, losing the PH2 Tiger at the beginning, not great. And also not maybe being aggressive enough with it at the beginning. Like, the Mi-17 drop definitely could have been disrupted by that PH2, like maybe shooting down one of them. Probably would not have been able to get both of them. Actually, they were stacked, so it's actually possible that they would have been close enough that one of them would be eating splash damage from the other one taking a direct hit. But it's not guaranteed. And also, once again, that is, it's risk, but, I could, I guess, with the power of hindsight, I can say that would have been the better choice for SYOUJYU-BUNTAI' 90, is just, disrupt the opener with the PH2 Tigers and lose it, versus what, did happen, which what did happen was, not really do anything with it and then lose it. If going in that those are your options, obviously, yeah, you're going to take the, at least try and shoot down at least one Mi-17. But once again, power of hindsight and the general omniscience that I am provided by the replay. I can see everything that's happening. The players can't. Honestly, SYOUJYU-BUNTAI' 90 had a decent on the AA out, but it wasn't necessarily well positioned for the most part. Could have been a bit better spread out, better coverage at times. But yeah, just completely giving up Echo is not a smart move, because it allowed Porridge, the red player, to just kind of go through it, which is not ideal. You need to have enough units there that, yeah, maybe you're not taking it, but you're contesting it, you're making it so that it's not just a free space to maneuver. Because that's how the the Prus Kamichi moved up, and that caused a good bit of trouble for SYOUJYU-BUNTAI' 90. Even if the Prus Kamichi weren't doing much themselves, they were spotting. What else? Those are the big ones. It's just, yeah, SYOUJYU-BUNTAI' 90 just was too focused on mid, in the very center in Delta, and just did not spend resources and just attention to, Gulf and Echo. Did not cover the immediate flanks. I'd say that was just kind of the big failure there. But from what I saw, the micro was generally good. There was a fair amount of just, running units out in the open and them getting shot. No attempt to screen them with smoke. Vehicles were sometimes not being used particularly well for fire support. Just sending vehicles in to die and then the infantry going in. No, not very efficient. Yeah, but it's not like it was like horribly played from SYOUJYU-BUNTAI' 90. It's just made some mistakes, and the red player, to their credit, capitalized on them. Took Echo, and was aggressive in Gulf and was disruptive there. Maybe not the best plane play from the red player there. Lost the thermal MiG for basically nothing. To knock out a single 5-man recon. But, to the credit, that did allow the Prus Kamichi to move up and get into the buildings there, which was a bit of a problem for the blue player. But still not points-wise, not a great trade. Also, misplay with the M91s, the M91As. That's why you always need to have screening infantry for your super heavies, and why you must have, if you're moving them near a forest, you have to make sure it's clear. Because even though the Corps Mariner didn't do a lot of damage themselves to that one M91, it took some damage from them, and it also caused it to turn around, which allowed the sole remaining 2A5 to, whack it. And then with the other, M91A, it also took a little bit of damage from the Panzergrenadier 90, which, it's fortunate that wasn't a side shot. But once again, the 2 or 3 damage it took from them, it adds up, especially against when it comes to a closely matched super heavy, like the 2A5. That extra bit of damage, or that, that can make the difference. Especially since the 2A5 does more damage to the M91A than the M91A does to the 2A5. Oh, what else? Yeah, but I definitely think SYOUJYU-BUNTAI' 90 could have gotten some good use out of planes, because the only AA from the red player was, the pair of Prachas in Bravo, wherever their side spawn was, which are more of a threat to helicopters, but still dangerous to planes, and also the Sava in Charlie, once again, still threatening to planes, but limited range against them. So, especially where the M91As were operating, like, that was not necessarily, they're close to the Prachas, but it's a big enough gap that a plane going after it is not necessarily guaranteed to spend that much time in the AA bubble. But obviously, I know that SYOUJYU-BUNTAI' 90 doesn't, or didn't. Also, there was the L-17K, but honestly, L-17K is, it's a meme against helicopters, but against planes, it's not very good. Not horrible, still as utility. Once it gets to the, that short range, where it can fire off both of its heat seekers, it is definitely dangerous against planes in that close range knife fight. Like from 1 to that is not, there we go. Not the only plane that does it, but that is R60Ms and the R13M. Neither of them are particularly great. The R60M is okay, like it's basically Red 4 AIM-9L. R13M, bit worse. Well, same range, worse accuracy. So ultimately, the problem this one has especially against another ASF, is, since we're talking about DGC, I can't remember that quote. There we go. The one that has the German and the Dutch flag. So obviously against, your likely opponents, either the F4F, KWS. So actually M9 now has slightly more range than the R60M, but that's whatever. So you have the AMRAAM, so first of all, this is a high accuracy plane against a low ECM planes, or high accuracy missile versus low ECM, especially once you factor in the veterancy for the KWS. So in a head-on engagement, the F4F is more likely to get that first hit on the L-17K, which is going to wreck its morale, cause not going to stun it, but it will worry or panic the unit, or shake it. Won't necessarily become panicked, probably not. Which is then going to ruin the accuracy, or drop the accuracy of the missiles, and then when factor in the 40% ECM, lower chance to hit once it gets to that range. Also the possibility that a second AMRAAM might whack it just as it gets within range. But once they do get within range, or once they get within SRAM range, the F4F also is shooting 2 missiles out at once. So there's no... So the F4F, and also the Vulcan, once it gets into knife range, the L-17K's gimmick really isn't that good against most planes, or most ASFs. You can still put out a lot of hurt, but it's mostly just good against helicopters, is what I'm trying to say. Not necessarily against planes. Yeah. Anything else I want to say? No, not really. Personally, in DGC, I don't run Huzarn. I'd use that card space on probably the up here at the top, the AMX 13 FL12. I love this unit. You know, it's not the greatest thing ever. Its armor's not good. But, you know, you compare it to something like the Leopard 1A1, same price. Worse accuracy, no stabilizer, worse AP. You know, doesn't sound very good, but 13 rounds a minute. It's great. You know, it puts out a decent amount of hurt. The AMX 13 FL15 is also another favorite of mine. Better gun. You know, better. You know, one more range increment, more accuracy, more AP. It just puts out a lot of hurt. You know, it's not great against other vehicles like light vehicles. It can be pretty threatening too, like a lot of APCs and some IFVs. You know, it can bully them a bit. But it just against infantry, just great fire support. Anyway, I'm just dragging the video unnecessarily. Though I guess if I want to, if I go to all again. Actually, I want. Yugoslavia has a fun recon unit in the form of. There we go. T-55A is Vadchak. I don't know. It's Vadchak. It's fun because it's like the best recon T-55. You know, let's see, compared to the Panzerfklare Leopard 1A1. That is a machine gun. Has, you know, slightly worse accuracy, much worse stabilizer, a little worse AP, worse rate of fire, but has a, you know, decent bit more protection. And has a machine gun. So if a helicopter flies, like, you know, yeah, it's not going to be able to defend itself against, you know, an attack helicopter, but, you know, just a helicopter flying over, it can put some hurt on it and just act as deterrence in that regard. The machine gun also adds to the DPS against infantry, which is handy. And then if you compare it to basically any other recon T-55, it's just straight up better for the same price. You know, better accuracy. I think it's, does East Germany have one? Yep. It's just better. You know, of the cheap recon tanks, it's one of the best. Go on, USSR. There it is. Does Poland have one? Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, the Polish one doesn't even get a machine gun. But they do get a PT-76B with one, so. Yeah. Does Finland have one? No, they just have a PT-76. That's Yugoslavia. Does Czechoslovakia get one? Yeah. Oh, they don't even get a machine gun on theirs. But yeah, that's. No, it's just better. It's better than this one. Slightly worse accuracy, better stabilizer, same AP. Machine gun, slightly worse. And this thing has worse armor. This actually isn't a horrible recon tank either. Like, a lot of the cheap recon tanks are usable. Like, they're very good, like, just deterrence on a flank against, you know, light units. They're just, you know, not good against other tanks for the most part. Unless, you know, they get a side shot, which is always a possibility. But yeah, once again, I am just sharing this video unnecessarily by getting distracted. ADHD go. Anyway, let's just call it here. I'm Xander Tyrone. I'm pretty sure this was Random Cast episode 46. And you guys take care and have a lovely day.